Every time you unlock your phone, connect to Wi Fi, or send a text, you are using technology that was once thought impossible. Most of us are taught to thank names like Macaroni or Hertz for this wireless world.
But history has a way of silencing its true pioneers. Thousands of miles away from the laboratories of Europe, in a small, underfunded room in Calcutta, one man was already capturing the invisible pulse of the universe.
This is the story of Jagdish Chandra Bose. He wasn't just a scientist, he was a leader of a different kind. A man who fought institutional bias and colonial suppression with nothing but his intellect and his integrity.
Today, Rajdip and I are going to take you through the leadership journey of J.C. Bose, a journey of defiance, resourcefulness, and a vision that eventually forced the world to listen to the voiceless.
Before we dive into his philosophy, let's look at the sheer scale of his journey, from the first wireless demo in 1895 to his global recognition in London in 1900.
And he didn't stop at physics. By 1901, he was discovering the secret life of plants, eventually founding the Bose Institute in 1917. This timeline isn't just a list of dates, it's a map of a leader who never stopped evolving.
Leadership begins with self respect. In 1885, Bose faced a massive wall, colonial bias. He was offered only one third of the salary paid to British professors for the exact same work.
Bose didn't just complain, he protested with silence. He refused to accept a single paycheck for 3 years. He taught his classes with excellence while living in poverty until the administration finally yielded. He proved that a leader's dignity is not for sale.
In 1895, Bose sent the first wireless signals through solid walls. He didn't have a Western lab, he had local tinsmiths and his own hands to build this apparatus.
He taught us that resourcefulness is a leadership trait. A true leader doesn't wait for the perfect tools, they build what they need from what they have.
Bose was a bridge builder. He noticed that metallic receivers fatigued just like human muscles. He began to ask, is there a unified response between the living and the non living?
His peers called it poetic science, but Bose ignored the critics. By breaking the silos between physics and biology, he pioneered a whole new field, biophysics.
To prove his theory, he invented the crystograph. It could magnify the movement of a plant 10,000 times. He showed the world that plants possess a pulse and feel pain.
This is the essence of his leadership, the empathy to listen to the voiceless. He forced the global scientific community to respect a perspective they had previously dismissed.
Perhaps his most radical leadership move was his refusal to patent his inventions. In an era of industrial greed, Bose believed that knowledge belonged to humanity.
He was an open source leader before the team even existed. By prioritizing human progress over personal wealth, he ensured his legacy would belong to the entire world.
In 1917, Bose founded the Bose Institute. He didn't just want a laboratory, he wanted a temple for national advancement, a place where Indian intellect could compete globally.
He knew that leadership isn't just about individual success, it's about building institutions and systems that carry the torch long after you're gone.
Bose was also a master mentor. He nurtured the minds of giants like Satyendra Nath Bose and Meghnad Saha, creating a national forest of scientific thinkers.
He lived by the rule that a leader's greatness is reflected in the greatness of those they inspire. He didn't just create discoveries, he created discoverers.
Excellence eventually silences all critics. Today, the IEEE recognizes him as the father of radio, and a crater on the moon bears the name Bose.
His work in the 1890s is the silent engine behind our 5G world. It took the world a century to catch up to his vision, proving that truth has its own timeline.
Jagdish Chandra Bose taught us that leadership is the courage to see the invisible and the integrity to stand by it.
As we move into a future of even faster connections, let's remember the man who heard the pulse of life in a silent lab in Calcutta. Thank you.